Have you heard that Houdini's final performance was on March 24th, 1918, where he made an elephant disappear on stage in New York? Stay tuned. Have you heard on this day in 1918, the legendary Harry Houdini performed one of his most spectacular illusions at New York's Hippodrome Theater, making a 10,000-pound elephant named Jenny disappear. With 5,000 spectators watching, Houdini wheeled a large cabinet containing the elephant on stage. After some dramatic flourishes, he opened the cabinet to reveal nothing. Jenny had vanished into thin air. Though the secret remained carefully guarded, it involved clever staging, lighting, and some misdirection rather than actual magic. This spectacular illusion cemented Houdini's reputation as the world's greatest magician. Have you heard? Today is National Chocolate-Covered Raisin Day. These tiny treats were first introduced by the Blumenthal Chocolate Company way back in 1927 and sold under the name Raisinets. Americans consume about 1.7 million pounds of these chocolate-covered gems every single year. So whether you're sneaking them at the movie theater or adding them to your trail mix, today is the perfect day to celebrate this sweet and chewy snack. And here's a fun fact. It takes about 1.5 pounds of grapes to make just 1 pound of raisins, making each chocolate-covered raisin a tiny powerhouse of concentrated flavor. Have you heard on this day on March 24th, 1989, the oil tanker the Exxon Valdez ran aground on Bligh Reef in Alaska's Prince William Sound, spilling approximately 11 million gallons of crude oil. The environmental disaster affected over 1,300 miles of coastline and killed hundreds of thousands of seabirds, otters, seals, and eagles. The silver lining? This catastrophe led to major improvements in maritime safety, including the Oil Pollution Act of 1990, requiring double-hulled tankers and comprehensive emergency response plans. Sometimes it takes our biggest mistakes to create our most important improvements. Have you heard that on this day, March 24th, 1944, the Great Escape took place? 76 Allied prisoners of war tunneled out of the German Stalag Luft III prison camp in Poland. The prisoners spent over a year digging 3 tunnels named Tom, Dick, and Harry. They used improvised tools made from stolen items. They even created a railway system inside the tunnels for faster movement of dirt. Though most escapees were eventually recaptured, their ingenious plan inspired the classic 1963 film, The Great Escape, starring Steve McQueen. Sometimes you just have to dig deep to find your freedom. And that's all for today's edition of Have You Heard? Please leave a comment if you learned something mind-boggling. I'm Troy W. Hudson, the voiceover with personality. Until next time, stay curious.